Good evening, Hunter. Zolo from DZ Hunters here, and with patch 4.3 on its way, there are some Beast Mastery changes that you should be aware of. First off, let me just start out by saying right now, Beast Mastery got a little bit of buffs. 5% increase in damage, which is pretty good I'd say. But here's the thing though, they also buffed two pets, the Chimera and the Worm. Why? Because of their AoE attacks. Now their AoE attacks originally did not do much damage, but also they were the only pets in the Beast Mastery tree that could really do AoE damage. And in fact, they're the only pets in any family tree that can do any. Anyway, so here's the thing. Beast Mastery is getting a bit of an AoE buff, meaning that it'll be more resourceful for raids. Now, most likely Marksman is still going to stay top DPS for overall damage, but for like fooling around and messing around in dungeons and easy bosses and raids, you can be Beast Mastery. It's really no problem at all. In fact, it's not even recommended that you be Marksman. I mean, you can be, but the thing is, you can actually fool around as Beast Mastery, because hunters themselves, they do so much damage, they're able to actually put out a lot of damage regardless of what spec they're in. Now, if you're on like Deathwing, most likely you're definitely going to want to be Marksman, because let's face it, you want to do as much damage as you can, but anyway. So now, getting back on topic. For Beast Mastery rotations, like for overall damage, you're going to want to have a Ferocity pet. Now, like I said before, for doing AoE on like mobs, you're most likely going to want a Chimera or a Worm. In my case, take the Chimera. But for a single target, such as bosses, you're going to want a Spirit Beast. Now, Spirit Beasts do just as much damage as your cat. However, here's the thing. The Spirit Beasts have their own special ability called Spirit Mend. Now, Spirit Mend heals a friendly target that needs heal. So basically, when they get to a specific amount of health, the Spirit Beast will actually target them and heal them, and then retarget whatever you're attacking, and then continue on its merry way. So it's kind of like having a little extra heal for either yourself if you need it, or a friendly raid member if their health gets too low and the healers don't get to them in time. So Spirit Mend is a pretty good ability, highly recommended for a Beast Mastery PvE raid. Now then, on to the actual damage rotation. That's right, we're going to cover a rotation today. And, oh boy. Yep, see, here's the thing. I'm actually in a party with this other hunter, but she apparently has True Shot Aura on, so I'm going to have to let her know I am going to leave because you have a party buff, and I want to do DPS with only my own buffs. Smiley face. Okay. Now then, we're going to leave the party. Now we're going back on this. So obviously the first thing you want to do is use Hunter's Mark. Now, after this, what do? You typically start out with Serpent Sting. Because, let's face it, you want to throw up all your dots before you actually start the fight. Now, you could, in fact, start out the fight also by launching Immolation Trap or Explosive Trap to actually help with your Serpent Sting. But that's like towards only like the beginning of the fight. Like, you don't want to keep using Trap Launch and launching your traps, because then you're going to lose overall damage. So, in the beginning of the fight, you can shoot Explosive Trap or Immolation Trap and Serpent Sting, but everywhere throughout the fight, you're most likely not going to want to do that. But as you can see right away, though, when your pet starts doing damage with its primary special attack, it's going to create 5 stacks. Now, each stack on your pet is actually going to increase its attacking speed by 30%, and that's great for Beast Mastery hunters. But the thing is, though, unlike Marksman, when we simply cast Steady Shot twice, we automatically get haste. But for Beast Mastery hunters, we get haste a different way. We use Focus Fire. We immediately take all of those stacks on our pet, and then they disappear. But the thing is, now we have Focus Fire. Increases haste by 15%. It's fantastic. So after we use, start off with, let's say, Explosive Trap, and then Serpent Sting. After that, you can most likely just pop Bestial Wrath, then use Kill Command, Arcane Shot a few times, but you can kind of like spam this, which is actually really nice, because Beast Mastery, you don't generate, all your focus attacks are reduced by half, so you can spam Arcane Shot, you can use Kill Command twice. After that, I like to use Focus Fire and Rapid Shot, that way I get like super duper haste buffs. And with haste buffs comes easy haste generation, and easy haste for Cobra Shot. Now, obviously, with Cobra Shot using over and over, you're going to be able to use Kill Command more often, you're going to be able to use Arcane Shot more often, but you're also going to want to be sure that you use Cobra Shot to replenish your Serpent Sting. Don't make sure, like, always make sure that your Serpent Sting is on your target at all times. So if it ever gets close to, you know, like getting low on the ticking, or let's say if you just need haste, or not haste, but focus, then always use Cobra Shot to regen your focus, and always use Cobra Shot to regen your Serpent Sting. And basically that's it. If you want some little extra DPS boost after you get no focus at all, you can use Fervor, and then you get instantly 50 focus. It's fantastic. And then after that, let's say your Bestial Wrath is up again, guess what? You can just pop Bestial Wrath and start spamming again. It's fantastic. Now, you're not going to be using multi-shot unless, like, there's, yeah, like for ads and all that. But for an actual boss fight, you're definitely not going to want to use multi-shot. Just use Chimera Shot. Not Chimera Shot. That's Marksman spec. Use Kill Command, use Arcane Shot, and use Cobra Shot. Now, if you're lucky, you should only be able to use Serpent Sting once, because you're going to have Cobra Shot up all the time, and that's going to punish your Serpent Sting. And that's pretty much it for the Beast Mastery Hunter rotation. It's actually really easy. Now, what's going to be using this? Like, for the Beast Mastery spec, why exactly is it good? Why exactly is it good? Well, our pets regenerate focus by 30%, and that's great because for Beast Mastery Hunters, we're going to basically do a lot of damage with our pets, and especially with Animal Handler being increased by 5 extra percent, all the damage that we do is going to affect our pets. So the more damage we do, that means our pets are going to be able to do more damage as well. Now, I believe there's ability in here. Here we go. When your pet scores a critical hit with a basic attack, you instantly regenerate 6 focus. Now, your pet's going to be regenerating you a lot of... Your pet's going to help you regenerate a lot of focus very fast, because let's face it, as a Beast Mastery Hunter, you're going to crit often, especially if you have a Ferocity pet. Now, granted, you can use a Cunning pet, but it's not recommended. Now, for example, watch this. Clearly it says this is an expert at dealing damage to enemies, but when you have abilities such as Roar of Recovery and Wolverine Bite, that's going to specifically be for PvP situations, not so much for PvE. So that's why I recommend a Spirit Beast. The Spirit Beast is a fantastic pet. It can heal, it gives you a Roar of Courage, which increases your strength and agility, and as we all know, hunters need agility. It's fantastic. Now look at that. See, my pet scored a critical hit with a special attack, and it's doing 5 to 6k. That's incredible. I mean, that's great DPS as its own. The pet itself is a great damage booster. Now, if you add your own DPS to it, your DPS is going to be pretty darn snazzy. It's not going to be as snazzy as Marksman, but it's still going to be pretty darn snazzy. Now, I actually remember early in Cataclysm, everybody was surprised in my raid because I was doing such high DPS as Beast Mastery. People make the mistake that Beast Mastery is a crappy spec. It's not good for damage. But the thing is, you can still pull off some pretty darn good DPS as a Beast Mastery Hunter. There's nothing holding you back except for maybe if you have bad gear, then obviously your DPS is going to be bad no matter what spec you are. But if you have good gear, you know what you're doing, follow the simple easy rotation, oh hello there gnome, then you will have no problem pulling sufficient damage in any raid. This has been Zolo, wishing you all happy hunting, and I will see you all later. Bye bye hunters, thanks for watching.